this one, anyone can do. You don't have a dietitian.
An alkaline diet, takes the load off the kidneys.
One of my friends who's kidney disease taught me, she's like, I got so frustrated how easy it is to switch to whole foods. There's a lot of toxins in our foods.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am naturopath Fiona Chin, and I'm joined by the beautiful, amazing Jessianna Seville from the Kidney Nutritional Institute. If you want someone who's up to date and with the latest research, and they're your team over in the US there. So welcome and thanks again for joining me. I always appreciate your time and energy and everything that you bring. So thanks.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yeah.
What you eat codes all your genes. And of course, kidneys being one of the three major alimentary, or three or four, if you count the lungs, major alimentary organs, like everything you eat has to process through the kidneys. If you're drinking highly acidic carbonated soft drink, your kidneys have to deal with all of that. So, and then of course we know an alkaline diet, takes the load off the kidneys. So you can't avoid having what you eat impact the function of your kidneys. And we've done so many videos on diet, but I think probably if we just touch on the keystones, which I think are the big ones, are the alkalinity, potentially in polycystic, and maybe some autoimmune diseases, the ketogenic sort of diet, are the sort of big two that we know there's plenty of solid research to back that up and why that's good. And then little tips that we can give people, like, for us, it's like taking out those diet soft drinks and all of those kind of little things, and aspartame that we know actually destroys kidney tissue and things like that. So do you want to speak to those major pointers when you're working with
and we actually have a very mini course that we go through. We just call them 8 opportunities. But and we teach a free class where we talk about, like, number one, at this one, anyone can do. You don't have a dietitian, and I talk about this in the class. 3 things you can do. Number one, just like move toward whole foods. Like just starting to, and that was something, one of my friends who's kidney disease taught me. She's like, I got so frustrated. I've read all these books. I just threw them down and I cried. I was like, there's too much for me to know. She's like, I'm going to just start by cutting out the junk. And that's where she started. And Amazing. It's actually really stunning to me, because we'll look at, ketogenic diets, plant-based diets. We have a variety of approaches. All of them, a connecting factor is we move towards whole foods. And I really think that makes a big difference. I don't think that we feel or even realize how much the additives and the, easy peasy mac and cheesy foods are hurting us. And really actually how easy it is to switch to whole foods and to enjoy it. But whole foods is number one. But beyond that, we look at, I actually have a chart here. So obviously sodium, right? Where does salt fit? Your gut health. Gut health is fundamental to kidney health. Alkalinity that we talked about, getting enough fruits and vegetables, getting the right amount and the right type of protein. That's a different target for every person. But no matter what you hear, there's a lot of dogmatism around, like, everyone has to be plant-based. Yeah. Everyone has to do this, but it's really quite personalized. I think another huge tenet for us is mastering those micronutrients. Like, it's so easy for people to start restricting their diets, and suddenly they don't have magnesium, selenium, like they don't have some really critical, especially minerals is where we start seeing them. Those are some huge pieces. Looking at the thyroid and looking at inflammation. And then the other piece, which is not so much nutrition. I mean, nutrition can definitely aid in removing toxins, but just environmentally, maybe talk about this in lifestyle, is looking at toxins in your environment. Yeah. But I mean, just on the and in our food too, there's a lot of toxins in our foods, but on the whole, it's gut health, sodium, right amount of protein, right type of protein, get an alkaline diet, master your micronutrients, make sure you understand what's going on with your thyroid, have that looked at if you need to, target some inflammation, like those, and anemia, those core tenets. This is personalized, right? They make a difference.
Diet. What else have we got in our arsenal of ways to help support people?
So the fourth piece, which is one that I am just so fascinated by, and it really plays into what the work that you guys are doing, I think this is much harder for conventional medicine to accept, but I hope in the next few years that they will really dig into it. But that is supporting with supplementation.
Yeah.
There are, kidney disease is not a new disease, and there's definitely a lot more kidney disease in this century, but that's the same for all chronic disease, right? We have a plague of, prosperity. But the kidney disease has been around for forever, ever and ever and ever. And there is, in Chinese medicine, there were ways to look at the kidneys and treat them. Herbals and just supplements themselves, they have a place. Supplements get dogged on a lot. I think there was a report recently that got published like across all of these platforms. It was like, supplements are just a placebo effect, like stop wasting your money. And that is not what I have ever seen. So it's, I think you could say the same thing for pharmaceuticals then, right? Supplements have specific pathways that they work on.
So anything you want to add to that, Jessianna? Anything extra that we haven't covered or we've missed, or you think that's really important?
I think there's new things up and coming, and I love that you've had several interviews with people that talk about those new and up and coming. Dr. Rose on here talking about peptides, Dr. Camp talking about functional medicine. There are options, and I think if there could be a message that anyone could take away from this is don't settle for that there's no other options. Don't settle for that conversation. There's nothing else you can do. You just just live your life, and hopefully it won't get too bad too fast. That's unacceptable. To me, it should be unacceptable to everyone.
I totally
but
agree.
There are options, and it really should be addressed through those four things, right? Pharmaceuticals are helpful in the right place. I just think that they're okay, right? Talk with your doctor. Are they necessary? How long will I take them? When could I stop them? What would you be watching, right? Look at your nutrition really carefully. You don't have to have a perfect diet to have an impactful diet. Look at supplements, give them another try. Again, I know I've given a shout out to your guys' product multiple times, but I think it's a great formulation on some really solid pieces. You don't have to take bags of supplements. So I think it's a good start, right? A good, simple start. You can also talk with a dietitian or naturopath to maybe get something that is personalized for your situation. And then number 4 is look at your lifestyle and be okay with giving yourself something that you actually want to have: more sleep, a bath at night, exercise, whatever those are. It's okay to take care of yourself, and it really will help your health overall, and your kidney. It can really help kidney disease a lot.
Yeah. So again, Jessianna, thanks again. I love this conversation, and we will see you next time to talk all things kidney disease. Thanks for being part of our community, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.